What is good, Amilivenow clones? Welcome back to the channel, man. It is I, am I live now? Hope you guys are having am I live now? All right. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you just started your day, just getting breakfast and you want to put nutrients in your body, I hope you do that. Or if you're the type of person that, is holding back and you're fasting, you're just trying to cleanse your body from all the buildup bacteria that can cause diseases. Shout out to you because you know something, and that's not as fond. People don't like to do that. Well, if you're a person right now about to go on break and you're like, damn, I want to get some information, or if you're just trying to like go home and get some information, and you just really want some good information, well, welcome. I welcome you. Or if you're a person that's about to go to sleep, and you can't go to sleep, you're very tired, like, dang, why can't I go to sleep? And you're like, I might as well get some information from Am I Live now? Because you be having some game, and I might as well get some game. It's like 2:30 in the morning, I want some games, so I'm gonna get some game. That's great for you. I'm happy that you're getting good information from the great source. So, when you see this, what day you see this, what year you see this, what month you see this, what eon you see this, all that I am hoping for is that you are on the path to obtaining peace. Yes. Because that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, it's about becoming fond of yourself deep down, facing your shadow work, and becoming enlightened, right? That is the basis of this channel. So today's video, without further ado, we're going to be talking about how it's always a role you play, right? I just had to see some shit on my phone, and it just gave me an idea to make this video, okay? So basically, I get these notifications. Shout out to CoStar. If y'all want to sponsor me, CoStar, sponsor me. I'll get right with y'all, you know what I'm saying? This is not a paid promotion, nothing that. This is just me personally, what I use on my day-to-day to keep my mentality straight. It's a great app. Talks about astrology, your charts, and understanding how you're supposed to go about your life. It's very powerful. I love it. I love CoStar. So let's talk about me a little bit, because I am you, you are me. So me talking about me is me talking about you. See what I'm saying? So it's always a role you play, right? You see what I'm saying? So think about it like this. Life demands that you have a personality, but never forget that it's always a role you play. So what does that mean? Okay. It can mean many things, all right? Depending on how you perceive it. Yo, this is bothering me. All right. Depending on how you perceive it is usually how it's going to be perceived. So, we're all actors, right? This game of life, it's an ongoing film. Me as an up-and-coming screenwriter, film director, and filmmaker, I understand this in different ways that I am still learning about. But from what I understand is this statement is true. We all play a role in this enigma, right? It's essentially it's an enigma. It's an enigma that we call life, right? And for those who just be like, bro, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Enigma is a person or thing that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand. Okay? That is what enigma is. And life is an enigma in ways that people have difficulty understanding. I'm not saying life is hard for me. Like, I'm not really anxious, really. I go day by day, even though I do have foresight and, I use clairvoyance, but I don't try to be too much in the future because I want to be in my present because it's a gift. So why not be in the now? But it's good to manifest and quantum jump. That's just another topic. I'm not going to talk about it no more. That was just a little gem I just threw in there. You want to be able to think about what your purpose is. That's what usually how your role plays out. Like me, finding my purpose still. I understand that I'm supposed to be helping trillions of people in ways that can benefit the population and life itself. And I understand that I'm a creator, as you can see. Made this Slug Terror poster. And I understand that I have ways that I can dabble in to affect others' lives in a positive connotation. And if it is a negative connotation, you can transmute that to become positive, because that probably means that I'm being really into your shadow work. And that means you got to face your shadow work. If you feel some type of way towards me, that means you just got to face your shadow work. And it's okay, because you doing that's helping yourself anyways. So that's cool. Another thing about this topic about playing a role, what we don't understand is us playing our role in people's lives, for example, is us having understanding about our role. So say you're a camera guy, right? You take pictures for a person that has a type of personality as like a person of status. And you've been taking pictures for them, and that's your role. You take pictures. But some roles can change. Some leads can have a secondary, you know what I'm saying? And most of the times people they kind of stick to the role to the end, which is it's a thing that probably deals with doubt, right? Because you're like, okay, I don't want to, for example, like the 40 laws of power, like you don't want to outshine the master or some shit. And you taking pictures, I'm not necessarily saying that person's status is your master, but subconsciously, that's probably how you're thinking. And you playing that role is like saying that this is my job. I have to do this. And essentially, the roles can change. There's something called an understudy, meaning that if the lead is not here, the understudy takes place. I'm big on acting and film, so I know about this. So who's to say that the person that been taking the pictures all the time don't become the understudy who becomes the main lead in the play, which is life? You never know. So for you to be able to understand your role is for you to understand that nothing is concrete. Nothing is really cemented, okay? Like when people say destiny is something that I believe can change, right? And the idea of destiny is basically like, in a sense, where you're thinking about something like this, like the events that will necessarily happen to a particular person or thing in the future. So some events may occur and you can change that occurrence within the perspective of your domain, which is your mind. So your destiny can change, bro. It's not concrete as what people may seem, or, when people say it has been written, I'm not gonna lie, to a certain extent, but I don't know if you guys ever heard of editors. Like, for example, when someone goes to publish a book, right? They go through the first they go through the editor, then they go through the publisher. So the publisher gives the green light, so that shit can have copies and have sales everywhere. But the editor, the editor fixes up the story. So, for example, the creator is giving the story to the editor. The editor gives it to the publisher. Now the publisher says, okay. So now think of your life as the book, and you go through the editor, which is yourself. Now, because you are connected to the creator, you can make little tweaks and edits from the actual story. So now when it's time to publish it, which is a different essence of you, now you're getting a green light. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Let me try to dumb it down for you. So look, when you ask your mom something and you be like, I already know she's gonna say no, but you still ask her anyways. If you ask her in a way that you already think she's gonna say no, then she's gonna say no. So that's destiny. But if you ask her in a way, or make your friend ask her, if you make your friend ask her, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna say yes, bruh. That other like one time, it was probably because the friend probably didn't say it in a nice way. But if you come to her through your friend and you tell the friend the game plan, you're literally editing. You're editing the future for your friend to be able to get the okay from your mom. So when your friend goes up to your mom with the game plan that you edited, and now he's already knowing what to say, and you already have clairvoyance, you have foreshadow because you already did it before, and it's like, damn, this is gonna work. So now when it works, you're not surprised, because you understand that if I would have asked my mom, she would have been like, oh, did you clean your room? But if my friend Anthony asks my mom with a nice tone and tells her that Jake already cleaned his room, then it's like, okay, I don't even have to worry about not going to my friend's house, because I changed up the whole timeline. Because at the end of the day, the destiny was her saying no. That was going to happen regardless. But because you edited a little bit of prior to the occurrence happening, now it's like, okay, she's going to have to say yes regardless, because I cleaned my room and it's not me that's asking her, because she's hella biased towards me because I'm her son. So if I let somebody else's son ask her, which is my friend, she's going to be more inclined or have an incentive, since she heard that I cleaned my room already, that I can go to Jake's house. So this is the perspective of destiny. That's just another example, because if you didn't get my publisher example and the editor shit, then I give you that one. So I give you 2 examples of destiny. And if you don't understand it by now, then just go look up the definition, go try to figure it out somewhere else, because that's the best I can do right now for you, right? I continue this video. So you understanding the role that you play is you understanding that the role that you play is not really what you're playing. The role that you play is something that you have to notice. Because, for example, the camera guy, he noticed that the role he was playing was, taking pictures for the guy who had status. But then he becomes the understudy because he understands that the pictures are not that hard to actually like pose for. And, he probably took tips and tricks from like others that he took pictures already before. So now he's ready to become the one that people are taking pictures of. Whole time, he probably never knew that he was going to be the one that people take pictures of. But he edited his brain to make it think like, if the day ever comes, I'll be ready for people to take pictures of me instead of me taking pictures of somebody else. So that was his role. His role got switched up. He became the understudy. Now he became the lead. Okay? So the roles that we play are not cemented. Okay? We can be in one role and then a next role we can be in two other roles, right? Because, for example, if you're in a role, some roles may include different aspects, which makes it a 3-part role, a 4-part role, or a 10-part role. Who knows? But that whole role all stems from this one role. For example, if you're a captain of a ship, your role is to be able to have good judgment. That's one role. Second role, it would be for you to be able to steer the ship. That's another role. The other role for you to be able to find treasure and be able to find treasure. Other role would be able for you to be able to navigate, right? So you don't have to have all these roles, but you have to be able to do them. You have to be able to do them, because this is why people will have crews, because there's someone that steers the deck, there's someone that, be always talking, and there's someone that be having the navigation. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, if you're a captain, you have to be able to know how to do all roles, right? So that's what I'm saying. Roles, one role can be a 10-part role. Whole time, you can do all 10, but you try to manage your time and manage yourself, so you start getting different people to do different roles, okay? Think about it like the creator is the captain. The creator can do everything, but he decides that you should be able to do a part in my ship. You should be able to play a factor in my ship, okay? So this idea is connecting to the roles that we play on a day-to-day basis of this beautiful film called life, okay? In ways that I like to talk about, I feel like certain roles are catalysts, meaning they're a starting point for something new. If you guys watch anime, okay, there was a captain, right? His name was Rock D. Zabek. And surprisingly and ironically, two of the crew members, or three, turned out to be one of the big yonkais for the world. And if you watch One Piece, then you understand what I'm saying. So there was Dragon, and then there was Big Mom. They're both on the same ship, right? So what ended up happening is, from that role they played, they started a new role, which was, this is a catalyst. So Big Mom started her own pirate crew, started her own family called the Big Mom Pirates, right? And then Dragon, he started his own pirate crew ship, which was Dragon, meaning his devil fruit. His name was Kaido. Kaido was on Zabek's crew. My bad. I just thought about his devil fruit. That's why I call him Dragon. Dragon is actually Luffy's dad, and he does the Revolutionary Army. All right, so that's the true story. My bad, guys. I'm trying to think about it right now. So Kaido has his own pirates called the Beast Pirates, right? Right? Big Mom has her own shit called the Big Mom Pirates, right? And it all stemmed from them being on Rock D. Zabek's crew, right? They played a role on somebody else's ship, and then they started their own ship. You feel me? That's how it be, bruh. That's what I'm saying. Like, your roles don't really stay the same. Your roles are changeable, interchangeable, and who knows? You can be the lead, or you can be the understudy that becomes the lead. Whole time, you don't know until it occurs. So like I said, with Destiny, you can edit it. You can do tweaks and edits before the actual, like, you have the rough draft, but then you have the finished draft, right? Within the rough draft, there's like 300 drafts before the actual finished script or actual finished prompt, right? And within that being said, you have to understand that you have to be able to be adjustable if you're not an adjustable person and you can adjust to change and you're very hard on yourself when it comes to change, then it's going to be difficult to be able to get out the role that you're in because you're so comfortable. You're so used to this role. But once you become a person that can adjust within any aspect of life, then you can be able to take on any type of role, right? And you can be the lead. And that comes from you being an understudy, right? And this is all comes from you having a certain mind process, a paradigm shift, meaning a change of reality. And it is very important to understand that the role you play is not going to be the same role you played in chapter 13, okay? Right? Act 3. Chapter 13, Act 3, right? And the chapter 13, Act 3 role might not be the same role you play in chapter 35, Act 10. You don't know, like, this shit. All you know is you have the ability to tweak it as an editor, but at the same time, shit always gonna happen how it's supposed to happen. But you have the ability to tweak it a little bit, right? This is the advantage that you have that you don't even know you have. I'm letting you know you have this advantage, okay? All right? So now you know, right? It's always a role you play. And I just want you guys to really let that sink in so you can understand that everything is possible but inevitable. But at the same time, you can tweak it, make minor adjustments to put yourself in a predicament where it's going to happen, but it happens in a certain way that can either put you in a better position or have you understand why it occurred the way it occurred. But remember, you always can edit, okay, and tweak it a little bit to where it's more in your favor, okay? So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, all right? I want you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one physical touch, and you have been part of the fam, the clone skis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my clone skis, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. We only finna get more in depth, and we're gonna bring greater topics for you guys to understand because you are the controller of your reality. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I just could let you know that you have the ability to do anything you want. That's all I could do. And it's up to you to put that into fruition and manifest that. You know what I'm saying? So that is it for this video. You guys, be safe. Be safe. It's a crazy, crazy world out there. Just want you guys to be safe. Keep continuing to push towards your goals and aspirations. And that's all I can ask for. It's Am I Live Now? And I'm out.